ledger technology that records all transactions without the need for a financial intermediary like the bank is new to humanity and can be a core payment facilitator for the financial industry. Also aware that the world economic leaders at the G20 finance ministers meeting have set a firm July deadline for the first step towards unified regulation of cryptocurrencies. Also aware that the US is ahead of other countries in providing legal framework for the regulation of this emerging technology. Countries like UK, Russia, Venezuela, Kenya are not left behind. Further aware of the recommendations released from the extraordinary meeting on blockchain technology by the US Congress, which states as follows: policymakers and the public should become more familiar with digital currency and other uses of blockchain technology, which has a wide range of application in the future. Regulators should continue to coordinate amongst each other to guarantee coherent policy framework, definitions, and jurisdiction. Policymakers, regulators, entrepreneurs should continue to work together to ensure developers can deploy this new technology quickly and in a manner that protects citizens from fraud, theft, abuse, while ensuring compliance to relevant regulations. Government agencies at all levels should consider and examine new uses for this technology that will make the government more efficient in performing its functions. Equally aware of the warning issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria and NDIC to Nigerians not to trade on cryptocurrencies, but there is need to put in place a legal framework for the regulation of this technology in order to check the negative impact on our society. The House is invited to resolve as follows: to urge the House to invite the Central Bank of Nigeria, the NDIC, the SEC, the Minister of Finance, the Ministry of Science and Technology to share with the House their knowledge of blockchain and Internet of Things technology. Urge the Central Bank of Nigeria to engage technological experts and cryptocurrency enthusiasts to educate the National Assembly on the benefit of the blockchain technology to enable them evolve appropriate legislations. Urge the House to constitute a committee on blockchain and Internet of Things technology to interface with relevant stakeholders. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Adaelu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and my distinguished colleagues. My name is
Administration. Blockchain is a new technology that requires the attention of every government of the world. I saw the need to bring up this motion to the National Assembly of Nigeria because there is need to regulate the applications of this technology, because majority of Nigerians are already involved in the trading of one of the applications of this technology. Blockchain is a distributed ledger technology that underlies cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is just one application of the blockchain technology. It is the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin applications of the blockchain technology. Blockchain has been deployed in many areas of our life, both in banking and payment, which is the cryptocurrency. It has also been deployed to cybersecurity, election and voting, green energy solution, and so many other areas of our, even land documentation. And in many countries of the world today, parliament and government of different countries of the world are engaged in serious deliberations on blockchain technology. And unfortunately, the federal government of Nigeria and the parliament, the National Assembly, have not talked about this very important technology that has the potency to change the entire way we operate in the society. So I felt that there was need for us to talk about this thing. If America, Russia, and other developed countries of the world today have impaneled discussions on blockchain technology. I see no reason why the National Assembly of Nigeria cannot engage technological experts and cryptocurrency enthusiasts to educate the National Assembly on what this technology is about. First of all, the National Assembly must understand what the technology is. If they understand it, then they can be able to legislate on it. Because you cannot regulate if there are no legislations. It is only when you now legislate, then you can come up with regulations. And again, most technology itself is evolving. It changes. It is not stagnant. It is not static. So as far as there are technological changes in our society, the lawmakers must be aware of this and work towards adapting laws, crafting laws and policies that will regulate these changes for the benefit of the people. And if there is any legislative house in this in the world that is not aware of this, that have not positioned itself to be aware that every technology, at every era that you have new technology, it comes with its negative impact on the society, and hence the need for legislation. And that is exactly why I came up with this very important motion this afternoon. Thank you very much. The impact this technology will have on the economy of Nigeria and Africa is so enormous. This is a revolution. Africa was not part of the first industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution was defined by a shift from handmade crafts to machine, the emergence of machines, where you have industrial machines doing mass production. That was the first industrial revolution. And we were not part of it. Africa was not part of it. The second industrial revolution came that was defined by railroads, steel, and iron, coal mining. These were the things that defined the second industrial revolution. Africa was never part of it. Nigeria was not part of it. The third industrial revolution was driven by that was the beginning of digital transformation. That was the .com era. Africa was not part of it. Staring at our faces at the moment now is the technology, the fourth industrial revolution, the fourth one. And this one is a combination of the physical, the biological, the chemical, and the digital transformation. It's a fusion of all these aspects. And it was going to revolutionize everything as we know it. This is the technologies that have the ability to democratize issuance of currency. That was the emphasis I was trying to make in the House. All over the world, the only issuing authorities is the central bank of that country and its government. This technology has said, this monopoly, you have enjoyed it a long time. We are going to remove the monopoly of issuing of currency and give it back to the people. It is only the federal government of Nigeria and the Central Bank of Nigeria that can print naira notes, ascribe value to it, issue it as a legal tender. It becomes a medium of exchange for goods and services amongst Nigerians. That only happens with the central bank and the government. But that monopoly has been broken by this technology. It is going to allow individuals print currency and issue currency. So you can imagine how disruptive this technology is. That is why every government of the world is aware of how powerful this technology is. There is no parliament in any developed country of the world today that is not engaged in the discussion about blockchain technology. And I felt that it was the right thing, considering the fact that Nigeria is the most populous nation in Africa. Nigeria needs to take a prime position and begin to engage people to have this discussion, and that is what we need at this moment. And of course, investment in technology is the surest way to take Nigeria out of poverty. Any other thing that is not investment in technology cannot work for us. Investment and more investment in technology. I am also mindful of the fact that there are a lot of youths in this country today who are so enthusiastic about this technology. What do we do? What does the government do at this moment now? Because this technology has the potency to create so much jobs. Last time I engaged some programmers, some young men, young Nigerians who are programmers and coders, who have developed indigenous solutions on blockchain technology on how to solve so many problems. So what do? Do we leave them? And people, some technological experts outside the country comes and harness these boys, take this technology away, export it away. By the time they're bringing it back, we'll pay more to have it. Why don't we bring these young men together? Young men that are very enterprising, and give them the needed support in order to get this country moving. That is the essence of this very important motion that was moved this afternoon.